Hey, this is Glenn. It's been a little bit since I've talked on here. I just wanted to explain to whoever cares or wants to listen to what I'm trying to explain is a lot of people don't understand like what stops me from going to the hospital with, my arm being messed up. It's been almost 2 years now since I got hit by a train, and you know, I would think that my I should be able to be doing better with it, using it more and everything. But basically, let me just explain. So, all right, I know, like, actually, at one point, I was actually like made to go to the hospital because people kind of thought I was like crazy, because why wouldn't I go to the hospital? And I get that, and it was like family, just worried about me. That's kind of why it happened. But when I went, basically they were just like, listen, you should just did this a while ago. They gave me, it was supposed to be 2 weeks worth of IV antibiotics and 2 weeks worth of pills after that, and I was almost done, and came up with an excuse to leave, and I left. But since then, I've had people saying, why don't you go? And the number one thing, I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people, is, well, first off, is being sick from the drugs. Everybody says, they'll probably give you better stuff in there than you're getting on the street. And it's just like, when I went the last time, it's not that simple. It's not like you just go in there and say I'm in pain and they're just going to give you whatever. They have to see that you're a drug addict. It took me a couple days to be put on methadone, and that's the part that I'm scared about, going through withdrawal. That's probably the number one thing of what prohibits me. Also, it's I procrastinate. It's always okay, tomorrow, it's not going to get worse till tomorrow. It's not going to get any worse, so I'll just do it tomorrow, when I feel better, or if I have more money and I can, I'll be in better shape to go. And I just procrastinate. Then it's the next day, and it's the same thing. And it's almost like you don't want to deal with it, but you have to deal with it. And it's getting to the point now where I want to get clean, and that's what's prohibiting me from going to rehab, because no place will accept me until I'm medically cleared. And I definitely have to get the antibiotics, even though I would think it's doing better. Like, I'm not a doctor though, so I can't say that. But let me get back to the other stuff. So yeah, another one, I know it probably sounds crazy to some people, but I have to walk in there, and I'm homeless. Hygiene isn't always, I can't always shower, so it's like people like, I don't want people being like, oh, like the nasty bum stinking and da-da-da. And but probably the number one mental factor is the people in there, like, thinking to themselves, like, how could a person let themselves get to this point? Like, that's probably really really what stops me, for them to be like, the guy really went through 4 of his fingertips coming off and letting that heal up, and not going to a hospital. Like, it's kind of mind-boggling. Like, I've had a couple people tell me, like really, like, I mean, it's been almost 2 years. Like, I've had people be like a year ago tell me, like, you're gonna drop dead or get that toxic septic, whatever the hell it's called, and you're just not gonna wake up. And for some reason, God has not done that to me. And I always tell my brother, because he's that's another reason of why I need to go, is him. Like, I hate putting him through this. I know that's all he worries about. Is I watched a couple of his things on there, and there's stuff on there that he doesn't say to me that really, like, it made me cry. The one, like, he literally was saying, like, he doesn't understand what I'm thinking, and that his brother's dying, and there's nothing he can do about it but sit here and watch. And that he's not on me every day, like, go to the hospital, go. I mean, people just know now, like, to say it. I mean, I have one friend that she does it, and it don't matter how much it is, she's always going to be on my ass about it. And people think I avoid them because of that. A lot of times, it's not that I avoid people, it's just that like I don't have like nothing to say. Like I have no more excuses. Like it's my time. Like now it's just me procrastinating and just I'm scared too. Obviously I'm scared. It's not gonna be easy. I mean, I'm hoping not, but to just hear them words like Glenn, like yeah, that shit gotta come off. Like that's scary, and then having to go through all that, and then healing and doing all the wound care. It's like it's too much to think about sometimes. Like for me, like it's like I know it has to be done, but it's just like I'm scared too. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure like I know I don't feel sick or nothing, but there's that chance where like they're gonna say like you waited too long and there's too much damage and there's really nothing we can do. Like and that's a good factor. Like I won't be surprised if they say that. You know what I mean? Like honestly, in my head, that's what I'm preparing for, because that's the worst. They say prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. But I get it. People like say like what is wrong with you? Like go to the fucking hospital. Like and like people like really like get mad at me, and like I don't understand. Like people I really don't know, and like I'm like doing these like talking on here. Like there's people that I've never met a day in my life that are like really like care and are like reaching out to me to like Glenn, just go get this taken care of. Like everything, my life will be so much better and easier once this is done. Like I don't have to wake up every day and that's the first thing I think of. Like god damn, like I got people that care about me. They're so worried about me, and I don't want them thinking that like I don't care about what they think. It's nothing like that. If I try to explain it like this. When I first got hit by the train, when I woke up, I had surgeries already done. Like, if I could, please somebody come to, like, beat me or, like, knock me out and then let them have this shit all done and let me wake up. And, that'd be fine. Like, seriously, like, I wish I could do that. But, no, they're not going to just, knock me out until everything's over with. That's something that they, I guess, legally can't do. But that's also how I try to explain it. Like when it first happened, like it was so much easier because everything was done with. I was unconscious after I got hit and woke up, and like I had no idea. I wake up to this purple foam thing on my arm, and a doctor saying, yeah, you were hit by a train, and I'm just like, no, I wasn't hit by a train. And yeah, I guess I was, but that's the main. It still probably doesn't sound like much of an excuse to a lot of people though, because it's your health and could be life or death, and I know it probably makes no sense and it sounds like a bunch of bullshit, but I just thought that like I'd like to explain or try to explain like my thinking, and I can see why like I was put in mentally, you know what I mean? Because not most people like lose fingertips and don't go to a hospital. I guess like it's pretty sad that the drugs are that strong and that they have that much of a hold on me. Like to just think about that the drugs, the reason why I lost fingertips is because I did not want to leave drugs, because I am so addicted and that's all I can think about all day long. I mean, I'm literally, I explain it as like a zombie. Like instead of wanting brains, like all day long, I walk to a highway, panhandle money, and then I walk back to buy drugs literally 5 to 6 times a day. And that is my life since 2011, besides times of being locked up or locked up. Because other than that, I get locked up, get out, come back, do the same shit, go to rehab, maybe last a day or two, and end up right back here again. And it's like just all I really know, and that's a very, very sad thing. But if you could think about it from my point, like just imagine your life and what you know, someone telling you to do the total opposite of that for the rest of your life, pretty much. Is that, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's like kind of basically like you working and making money every day, and then someone telling you to come and do what I do every day, reverse. You know what I mean? Try to reverse that. It's It's pretty crazy, right? I know, like, this is what I'm used to. Living good life is what most people are used to. So, believe me, I want to live a good life. I do, but it's just so... I'm 39 years old, and since I've been, started doing drugs when I was 12, but really hard drugs since I've been 15, my mind, my brain is set to one thing, and it's literally, that's all my brain knows. But I hope, me saying this kind of, like, anybody who cares or listens or whatever, kind of, like, helps shed some light on, like, my thinking, and it probably won't, but, I just, pray every day, and I know, God keeps me here for a reason, and I know He's gonna get me through it. I know that, and or I wouldn't be here anymore. I mean, people say I got 9 lives. I think I'm on, like, maybe my 18th now. I'm just joking, but yeah. So anybody who listens and gets anything from this, thank you for your support and everything, and hopefully I can change my life, because obviously this is not what you want to do in life.